Hello, everyone. Economic Ninja here. I want to talk about something that's happening around the world's economies right now, and it is going to lead to something that I call the great allocation. And it's very important that you understand why it's happening, and how it's going to affect everyone's finances around the world. And it's important because while humans are looking at the price of assets, like the price of gold, the price of stocks, the price of currencies, and especially the price of Bitcoin, which is the leading indicator, I would say almost since its inception, but for sure in the last 10 years, because, sorry, not 10 years, about 7 years, because of the type of people that are invested in Bitcoin. It's the leading indicator to a stock market downturn. And this reallocation is going to happen when you least expect it. Because once again, most people just look at the price of assets, not at the holdings, the percentage of holdings. This all starts with Japan. And I wish I had a better set for you right now, but I wanted to go outside. It's a beautiful day, but it's so loud outside. I'm sitting in Hawaii right now. Very interesting place where we are sitting pretty much between the United States and Japan. Japan is so vital to the United States economy because it holds so much of our treasuries and our dollars. But they are in a position where they're collapsing right before our eyes, and it's a slow rolling train wreck. To give you an idea, the yen and 30-year government bond have now dropped more than 5% in the recent weeks, which is all more remarkable given global fixed income markets have been rallying in other places. The Japanese government does not want to admit that it's their fault that their economy is collapsing, but people are losing 10, 20, 30%, 40% of their value as the stock market slowly declines based on the devaluation of that currency. The Bank of Japan needs to hike their rates, but they won't. They can't stop this slow-moving inflation train wreck. At the same time, the US has an inflation train wreck, and our politicians are completely denying it. Type 1, if you remember Donald Trump coming out just recently, not addressing the nation, but saying it sort of off the cuff that inflation is over, inflation doesn't exist. That is 100% not true. Yet people believe what their quote unquote leaders say all the time. Now, Bitcoin has just went through a major correction, fast, sharp downturn. And as a matter of fact, I hope it goes to 72 to 78. I don't know if it will, but it's because of times like this, when you have cash on the side, you're begging for those drops. It's not like the Bank of Japan where it's slowly melting up, right? The inflation's slowly going up, just like the inflation here slowly went up until the nation figured out that inflation was rising back in 2021, 2022, and then all of a sudden it really started to spike. It's how it happens in every single economy. Real quick, I want to throw out a shout out. I'm putting a stupid, crazy Black Friday sale. There's a link to a page with all of my courses on sale. I even have a couple of courses priced at $9 because I want people to understand how valuable it is to buy financial education outside of the college system and how you can go crush it right now. So if you want to take a look at that, it's got a timer on it and a limited amount of time. So when we're talking about this great reallocation, I want to bring up that right now, institutions own approximately 0.4% of their assets in crypto. It's growing constantly. And what people don't understand is the difference between stocks and crypto are one massive, massive difference. And that is you can print stocks into infinity. Whereas because of blockchain technology, most blockchain products have a finite amount, a specific set amount of the tokens or the coins that are out there. Some have a deflationary system built inside of the code to where little bits go away forever, right? Call it a burn rate. And the other big difference is that as an investor, if you understand how to see the order book rather than just running onto Robinhood or any of these exchanges, just buying like a pleb that has no concept of what's going on in the crypto markets. You just think, crypto go up and I make money. You can see all of the buys and all of the sells. There is a very easy way to manipulate both stocks and crypto. Right now, what is happening is a massive, massive shakeout to dump retail out of crypto. And I can say with 100% certainty, they are working because I know how to look at everybody's wallets. Every single one of you has the opportunity to do that. Very few people learn how to do it and check blockchain wallets and see the outflows from the very small wallets, the weak hands. With stocks, it's much more hidden. Most people don't understand how that happens. Because of something called street name recognition, because you don't actually own the shares. It's owned by a corporation that allows you the right to buy or sell that share, and you get to make money or lose money. Now, as someone just pointed out in the comment section, that there is a massive liquidity event happening or coming. What you don't, that person may not understand is it's actually already happening. You see, we have funds that are losing money at a rapid pace. Some of these funds that are tied to BlackRock, huge funds where they have misstated their income or earnings. And this storm is brewing right now. So what a lot of institutions have done is they ran to crypto at high prices, they sold, and it created a cascading effect, which they then in turn exacerbated. Not even the right word? I always screw that word up. Type yes or no if I screwed that one up. My point being is that what's going to happen, because Bitcoin has always foretold corrections in the stock market ahead of time, because a lot of smart money is into crypto. What they do is they move to cash on the sidelines, and then as the price of Bitcoin goes down, they're buying that up while they're preparing for a liquidity event in the stock market. Then what happens is they slosh that money back into crypto at much lower prices, and then crypto just ultimately booms upward. We are not in a 4-year cycle any longer. The reason why I can say that, because anyone that tells you that knows nothing about crypto cycles, because there has never been a time in a previous crypto cycle where not only governments were adopting crypto, Bitcoin, things like that around the world, but the people that run the government are openly coming out and stating that they own it themselves. This is a massive transformation, but because the mass public only looks at prices, that's why they're looking at the economy right now in America and saying it's amazing because the price is up. The Dow is hitting these record highs. They think that everything's good, but you don't understand is as you move into from inflation to heavy inflation and then to hyperinflation, stock market numbers always rise until the unemployment rises. Now, just the other day, we had job numbers that were a blowout, regardless of the fact that every single time the jobs numbers come out with a pretty good, way good, an amazing number, they always have a revision from the month prior. Because what they're doing is they're silently letting you know that they've been lying to you all this time. But what happened when those job numbers came out? The unemployment rate rose. You see, this whole thing is coming down right before your eyes. And the ultimate crash that everyone's been waiting for will not happen until the government tells you it's happening. That's it. See, right now, banks are collapsing under the weight of their own misallocated debt numbers, and the Federal Reserve is pumping them full of liquidity. It's happening right now. So you have an opportunity to buy assets like gold and silver that only have a certain amount out there. But the truth is, just like the Mexican government approved, hey, we're going to lower regulation and let you mine, baby, mine. So they're going to go get more gold and silver out of the ground. Sure, it takes time and a lot of energy to do it. But also, you got the opportunity to pick up crypto at rock bottom prices. But because most people have not spent time and money on their financial education, they can't spot an opportunity if it fell out of the sky, landed it in their lap, and started to wiggle. So the question is, are you going to be sitting on the sidelines as these rock bottom prices are happening in crypto? Like I said before, I said the top of gold and silver was nearing. It's going to start coming down, which it is. It's starting to falter. I think we're going to still see another blow off top in gold and silver. I think we're going to see $5,000 gold and $60 silver, right? But I called that intermediary top. But we're going to see a blow off top. We're going to also see it in crypto and Bitcoin. And then everything's going to come crashing down as the stock market really starts its correction, as all this information about the banks come right out. I think this is the most exciting time to be an investor. You know, a year ago, people were whining that Bitcoin was too expensive and they wish they would have bought more. Now you've got the opportunity to buy. And I think, and I hope Bitcoin goes to 72,000 bucks. Sharp, fast. I don't know if it's going to happen. Nobody here's got a crystal ball. Nobody's right 100% of the time. But I'm going to tell you, I'm buying. And I'm still, right now, approximately 28% of my portfolio is in cash. And I'm slowly deploying it. I hope that you are too, because that reallocation, that sloshing back as everything's coming down, remember what happened in 2008. As the stock market was tanking, everyone was panicking, gold and silver were selling off massively. They were in about a 1-year sell-off. But then they stopped selling off. And what people did, and funds did, wealthy individuals started buying up gold and silver. And it took its bottom first. This time, the bottom will come in faster for Bitcoin and the crypto market than it will for gold and silver. And then they're going to take off to the races, because this time, those funds around the world that only hold about 0.4% of their entire net worths in crypto are going to go, we want the one and only thing that is finite. And that's it. The gold bugs will start crying, but they can't, they can deny it because they don't know. Only a fool can deny the truth. The only question is, what are you? If you guys want to try financial education that will blow your mind, I've got a couple of courses, these mini courses I've priced at $9 each about real estate. There's a ton of crypto courses and all that stuff. My goal is to become the most successful financial education company in the world. And I do that by watching your net worth grow and changing your mindset. So if you want to try it, there's $9 courses down below on the link right down there. And the timer is set. Hopefully you have a great day. The Economic Ninja is out.